up, everybody? This is Robert. It is Monday, February the 12th. I just got back from court a little while ago, and I was sentenced to 14 months in federal prison. The judge is going to, he made some recommendations and told the marshals to try to get my treatments as far as bladder cancer, the chemo dealt with while I'm in the jail. He's also going to try to fast track it, but judges, a lot of times judges' orders or recommendations or whatever are not paid attention to. Now, I'm going to back up and tell you what happened this morning. As I told you guys before, in this jail, we don't have razors. There are no razors. The only exception is when you are a federal prisoner and you go to court. It's called a court shave. So I have been to court, let's say, in Washington County, a total of 5 times, I guess, to federal court. And each time what happens is the night before in the morning they come around and they say, do you want a court shave tomorrow? And that is yes. So last night they didn't say anything. So about 12 o'clock I asked one of the officers if they're had me on the list for the court shave. The first thing he did was he called me Razzo, you know, and I don't mind Roscoe sometimes or Rosso or whatever, but it was intentional, it seemed like. Then this morning at 5 o'clock when court shaves happened, the guard yells Razzo again, and I went down there and, you know, kind of groggy from getting out of bed. And he called me out in the hall, and then he proceeded to tell me that if I wanted a court shave, that I wasn't going to be able to shave my head at all, which I keep my head shaved with the razor, and that I had to cut all my facial hair off. I then asked him why, because every time before this has never happened, and he said he checked with the supervisor, this was the policy, and something of that nature, and I said, it's not the policy, this is what's going on, and I don't understand it. And he made a comment that they can technically hold me down and shave my face, and then I'd have to use the razor and not shave my head. At that point, I said, well, I'm refusing. And he said, you're refusing to shave? And I said, no, I'm refusing court altogether until I get a razor to shave. Well, the next shift came on, and I went and talked to the next guard or jailer on duty, and he says, I already know the issues, and I can't give you a razor. You refused a court shave. And I said, no, I'm refusing court. He said, well, that's not allowed. And I said, okay, I understand that, but you guys are going to have to drag me out of here. I'm standing on principle at that point. It was all based off an officer who, by the way, called me Razzo after I went back in the thing again. So I did what I said. They came in to ask me to go to court, and I said, I'm refusing. They said, you can't. And I said, well, carry me out. So I'm on the second floor. They proceeded to carry me out. Just kind of childish. It seemed like it's stupid. But anyway, they then started dragging me down the stairs one leg at a time, or one step at a time, boom, boom, boom. In the process, my elbow got bloodied, back, you know, a little hurt, whatever. But then they dragged me all the way out, put me in a wheelchair, put me in the van. And once I got in the van, that's when I'm going to the marshals. I complied fully. It was all about a protest, a peaceful protest, never going to swing on them. Told them that the whole time, even suggested that they get a wheelchair instead of dragging me. And really what they were supposed to do was they were supposed to actually put me in a blanket. Now, I know this sounds a little bit crazy. Again, standing on the fact that an officer told me he was going to hold me down and shave my face. That's where that all came from. So anyway, go to court. I get sentenced to 14 months. When I'm in the holding tank, went to the bathroom, urinated, and what it did, they ruptured my bladder is what happened. So where I had the bladder surgery done, when they drugged me down the stairs, my bladder then, where the tumors were taken out, ruptured. And when I went to go urinate, the blood hit the wall because there was blood clots that came out of me, so it looked like a crime scene, basically, in the beginning. Tried to get the marshal's attention to let somebody know. It took about an hour before they finally came back there and let my attorney know. They took pictures of it all. And one of the things that happened is the jailers, you know, that's technically considered an assault when they drag you down the stairs. Again, it can all be laid on me that I started it in the beginning, but really what happened was it was all about a peaceful protest because the guy told me, threatened me that they're going to hold me down and they can shave my face. And that's where it went. Needless to say, I came back. Medical has checked me out here. Lots of blood in the urine. You know, it is what it is. Yes, there's talk about lawsuits, blah, blah, blah. But the main thing is I just wanted to put that out there on exactly what happened. In the courtroom, okay, so I can admit this now. So here's really what happened to Robert Rosso. And this is even more ignorant than probably if I just would have gotten high. The truth of the matter is I got a dirty urine that tested originally positive in the cup that I was not dirty of. I never used drugs. What had happened was after the test, after he said it's a positive, I said it's a false positive. It'll come back negative because of the two medications I'm using. Hydroclads, aside, fat, however you say it, and ibuprofen mixed together will cause a false positive. Once it gets into the lab, it will be confirmed as a negative. I knew that. So then at that point, what happens is they went to put a sweat patch on me, or my probation officer proceeded to put a sweat patch on me. Well, when you put a sweat patch on me, there's no getting around using, period. So the addict in me started like reeling, started trying to think, okay, they're putting a sweat patch on me. I need to get high one more time. Whether it's alcohol, drug, whatever the deal is, I know that sweat patch is going to be clean, and I need to say that it's dirty now when they put it on me. So I went and admitted to the false positive that I had gotten high in anticipation of getting high, which I did not. The day I got high was after they issued the arrest warrant for me saying that I got high when I did not, issued the arrest warrant, brought me to jail, where in the holding tank there was drugs, and I got high. And the second day, actually, as well. One in the holding tank, one in the pod, and that's exactly what happened. And today at court, the prosecutor recommended no jail time. He recommended, I believe so I don't like to put words in people's mouth. The government's position was that they do not need any revocation. Like, in other words, just let it go. Let me go. Let it is. I don't want to put words in his mouth, but that was the first position. When I went and admitted to the court, I told the court exactly what I did. And based on my admission of using drugs in the jail afterwards, I gave myself 14 months. So anyway, that's what happened. That's the truth that I couldn't really get into. But it is what it is. They've been lenient. They've been fine. And I think this is the course my life was supposed to take based on other factors that I'm not going to get into. But I guess that's what it is, and that's what I get for being a junkie, right? I guess that's what I get. So anyway, I just wanted to put that out there. I don't know when I'm going to be taken to the BOP. Hopefully sooner than later. Phone minutes are free down there, and that's what's going on. So I wanted to do a Mob Monday. I will probably put it out tomorrow. It's just about Carmine Persico and learning how to use the computer, email access and stuff. That's what I wanted to do. But I'm going to do that in a separate call. So that's it. So the breaking news is I got 14 months. Technically, it was an assault, even though it was dragging down the stairs in a peaceful type of protest, which, by the way, hopefully has some merit, because the truth is they're supposed to let you shave, and you can keep your facial hair, and you can shave your head the way you want if that's the way it is. It's just ridiculous. And marshals apologized. Judge said he was sorry that it happened to me, and which that's not nobody's fault. I did it. I'm glad I did it. I hope it changes the policy. I really do. I think I did the right thing. Sucks that my bladder just got, but whatever. Life sucks, in general at times, but there's a lot of good things to be grateful for as well. So that's it. That's the breaking news. I will be doing recordings as often as I can. And I just want to say that, into little Barcelona, ti amo. That's it.